Do 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 do. What is that?
If you watch wrestling, you would know. You'd know if you watch wrestling.
Yep. It's good to be back.
All right. New episode of Who Are These Guys? And as you see by the thumbnail and the title, it's a little bit of a different episode. And Z and I are kind of interested to get our takes, our thoughts out there on this topic.
Yep, absolutely.
But it's been a few weeks since Z and I have been back, so we have a little bit to talk about between this and a little bit of sports world. Anyway, this is January 20th. You guys will be seeing this January 21st. So thank you guys for being here. January 20th, today, this has been a big day.
Yeah.
And this has been a big day because it is Z's birthday.
Yep.
So all together, everybody in the comment section, Tyson, Stinger, Jace, if we all want to sing happy birthday here, we can more than gladly do that.
Go ahead. And I don't think everyone's saying. Well, Annette sang it to me earlier on today.
Yeah.
But
probably with nothing in front of you. And in 3, 2, 1, everybody chime in. Happy birthday!
Can I sing with
you? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Nose.
Nose.
Happy birthday to Z.
Thank you. Yep. And honestly, Ann, I think I have I told Ann I was going to wait to wear this before the video started.
Yep.
And hold on, I'll take myself out and I'll bring myself back in.
Yeah, that's right. And I guess just us here, everybody. So we'll see what Z decides to put on here. First, we have an idea. If you guys haven't noticed, we are in a new room, new background. We decided to go downstairs in the basement in the game room. So if you guys are kind of getting the vibe, that's exactly where we're at. So we might be switching some rooms here in the future, but that's where we're at. So we'll see what Z's changing into. He might come on with a diaper. We have no idea. And there he is.
God, look at this thing, dude.
Looks like it's been shoved in your closet.
And I think Annette's had this since I was born.
Jeez.
So we're just gonna wear this.
Really, a cake with a candle on, with candles on top of it.
Yeah. Take a look at that. Take a look at that.
Yeah. Is that a birthday? You got all the sports on there. You got the candles on there. It literally looks like it's been stuffed in the closet.
Yeah, and that's where I found it actually. And I found it literally all the way at the bottom because it's probably used once a year, and I can't remember if I even used it for my birthday last year. But here we are.
Hard to say.
Look at the way the freaking. But we're just gonna rock with it. We're gonna rock with it. So
Z, you got to wear it the whole episode.
I'm going to.
You got to wear it the whole episode. So with that being said, Z's birthday. He's turned 27. Z, how's it feel being 3 years away from 30?
Yeah, and well, obviously, thank you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Anybody watch this, I gave you birthday wishes. Appreciate you guys. It was a beautiful day. It was a blessed day. I feel great. I feel healthy at 27 years old. But in reference to Ann's question about being closer to 30 years old, it's terrifying.
Yeah,
but we're getting closer to the day, and although I joke about it, and we're blessing our life, we're getting closer to the day.
Yeah, we are. It's truly reality, and it might be coming sooner and later than all we know, but we go one day at a time, but it's coming. Yes,
it is. But I feel great. I don't feel any different from yesterday when I was 26. Age is just a number, as they say. So we're gonna keep rolling through life, and like I said, today was a great day. I didn't really do much. Honestly, I didn't really do anything. I think anybody.
There's nothing wrong with that, Z.
No, I think anybody can testify in that when you start getting older, you don't really care about doing things for your birthday anymore.
No, you don't.
There's nothing wrong.
It's another day. Maybe go out to eat or something like that, or
yeah, that's fine.
Whatever. That's it. Z, speaking of birthday, I want your thoughts here on this open forum. What do you think about the people that advertise their birthday and throw out my birthday's in 2 days, or 2 days till it's my birthday, or it is my birthday, or different things like that? What do you think about that?
I mean, Just wish they didn't have one. I mean, let's be honest. If you're one of those people, okay.
Yeah.
Now, okay, the difference here is if you have friends posting your birthday on their Instagram and then you put it on your own story, that's different. That's different
Yeah. Yeah.
because your friends are shouting you out, your friends are showing love and appreciation towards you,
Yep.
and you're just posting on your end.
Yep.
But if you're one of those people, and that is 14-day countdown till my birthday,
Yeah.
I am absolutely not wishing you happy birthday.
No. No.
And you're an attention magnet, you're
Yep.
an attention seeker,
Yep.
and nobody cares. Just quite frankly, that's
No.
all I'll say is that nobody
Yeah.
cares.
No,
No,
that's yeah.
nobody cares.
No, that's it. It's super cringe seeing that. I hate when people advertise and promote their birthday. It's like
Yeah, or even when they're
people
going on vacation, it's like cool.
yeah, yeah. Everything's a story.
Yep.
Everything's recorded. Like,
180-day
why don't you just
countdown.
enjoy the moment? Enjoy the day,
Yep,
enjoy the moment, enjoy the experience.
yep. Enjoy the people you're with
You want to post a
because
few things over your vacation, whatever. Okay, couple
go for it.
pictures.
Go for it.
Sure, or you're doing this on a certain day, whatever. We don't need to see every 30 minutes on what's going on. We don't need to see every day on what's going on. We don't need to see what your plans are every couple
No,
hours.
no,
We don't need to see that.
no, you don't. Yeah, 100. I like. It's funny you say that because the other day I stumbled upon someone's Instagram story, and it was like 180-day countdown till some trip to like Japan or something.
Yeah,
I'm
180
like,
days.
I'm like, who cares? I'm like, do you think I'm gonna remember that 180 days from now?
180-day
Oh
countdown.
God,
That's
dude.
just horrific. Just absolutely horrific. It's horrendous.
Yeah. So I will never do that, and I don't care. I don't care if you guys disagree with us. Just like I said, live your life in the moment, and you don't need to announce the whole world that it's your birthday and
No,
that
you
you're
don't.
going on a vacation.
No. You honestly don't. So,
Yeah,
um, but yeah. So with that being Z's birthday, and everything, there's also another reason why it was a big day today.
huge
It's
day,
not
huge
it's not
day.
going to be what this episode is, but honestly, we're just going to say that we're all finally going a step right direction. We all can finally feel like we can breathe a little bit, and I'm proud to be an American. So
Yes. Yes, and I'm just gonna try to pull up one single picture here if I can find it. Um, yeah, here we go. I mean, this is kind of like a weird picture to show, I guess, but I guess you'll kind of understand what I'm going for here.
yep, it's common biology.
Yep, two genders.
Yep, yep. So we are.
That's all it is.
Yep, we're finally back in the right freaking mind. So anybody that's upset about that, you're part of the problem. Don't care what you have to think. Get off the channel if that's the case. So
Follow our channel, report
yeah,
our channel.
yeah.
Uh,
Don't need that. Don't need that crap. So
no, no, and it's a great day. And I were actually just talking about it. That we're not sitting here saying like we're saved. Our Savior is here. Jesus Christ has touched land. But that's very far from what we're saying.
yeah,
But just and a step in the right direction.
absolutely it is. I wish I could say it about the Steelers.
Yeah, that's yours. Yeah. Well, and you might have to wait till the end of the Super Bowl to have to be
yeah.
able to say that about the Steelers.
Yeah, no, honestly. Speaking of that, before Z and I get into it, you guys can follow me on my channel here at In Hindsight. Did a live stream, kind of the final live stream of the season of the Steelers with a buddy of mine. So if you guys are interested in that, you guys can check that out. You guys can check out Z right under there at Mythical Jazzy on Twitch. He hasn't streamed lately, but streams are entertaining. So if you're into that, feel free to check that out. All right,
Yeah.
so let's get into this TikTok ban thing. This is the primary topic of this episode. The TikTok ban was something that we saw, I want to say at least a couple weeks ago, where we saw there was potential that it was going to happen. And this is stuff that we have heard in the past, by the way, but
Many times.
many times.
Many times.
But when things were starting to creep up, I want to say the last week and a half, and January 19th was kind of that day that was thrown out there on where the ban could happen. And then it started to kind of feel like, okay, it might actually happen. Like it might actually be a thing. And then we started seeing things out there that Trump's going to try to bring it back, or the Biden administration wants to sign a bill for it to happen before he gets out of there, whatever the
Yep.
case is.
Yep.
And nothing happened come Saturday,
Yeah.
and everything was okay. It's going to be Sunday night. Sunday, it's not going to work for you. It's going to be, you can, app will still be on your phone, but it won't work, et cetera, et cetera. And then come Sunday night, everybody kind of got this notification on their phone. The It's temporarily banned, whatever it is. They're working with Trump, hoping to get something done. Blah 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 blah. Well, then 14 hours later, it was brought back, and as you
Yeah, what is that?
as
What
you can
is
see,
that?
in the banner below,
Yeah.
it was shorter than Z showers.
And you know what's funny is before we started this episode, Anna was laughing about something, and this had to be it.
Yeah, well, this is what it was. Yes,
That's freaking ridiculous.
the TikTok ban lasted for 14 hours, and that alone was shorter than Z spends in the shower.
Yeah, 14 hours. Yeah.
And that is staying up the rest of the episode.
I mean, that is pretty great.
Yeah.
God, what a ridiculous question to ask. God.
You know, it's funny seeing some memes out there on where, like, there'll just be a picture and it will just say that the TikTok ban was shorter than this, or no, this was shorter than what was it? Yeah, the TikTok ban was shorter than this,
Yeah.
and there's some memes I came across that were really funny,
Yeah.
but in this case, everybody was freaking out about it and everything, and that it wasn't gonna be done. Me personally, I said it will probably be back up and running at some point eventually. Didn't know how long that was going to be. Well, it wasn't even 24 hours.
Yeah. Here's the thing. Okay. This is kind of tiny, but if anybody tried to go onto the Instagram app, this is what it said at one point. Law banning TikTok has been let's see. Hold on. I can barely read that. We are fortunate that President Trump has indicated that he will work with us on the solution to reinstate TikTok once he takes office. Please stay tuned.
No.
First of all, this whole TikTok situation, okay, has been and always will be a bunch of BS, right? It's just a social media app. It's all it is.
Yeah.
It's just all it is. All right.
Yeah.
And there's hundreds of millions of people that are on it, and it's probably the best social media app that's ever came into existence. Okay. So why do we constantly keep having these freaking problems? Well, I know the answer to it. It's freaking China made the app, or China this, China that, and it's like here we go. We got to make it political, don't we? Okay. Well, in that case, take away Facebook. Okay, because when you're on Facebook, they're spying on you. All right. But and obviously this whole that's too small to read, so I'm just gonna take that away. Obviously this whole situation is just really just a bunch of, I think, BS, because I think you can say it's a publicity stunt. Not sure why you're showing you in the bigger picture.
I tried to do something. Continue on.
Yeah. I think it's a publicity stunt. I do. Because I've heard some other theories on it. I think what it's being used as, and I could be wrong, I have many thoughts on it, at least what I've seen on Twitter specifically, because everyone just voices their opinions on Twitter. And what am I going to go? What am I going to go on NBC News and read the reports about it? No, again, this is a damn social media app.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
This isn't war.
But Z, the matter of the fact is that as entertaining as the app is, I mean, there was there's definitely people out there that had no idea what to do with themselves for 14 hours.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I was actually going to get to that next.
Yeah.
Which that is sad.
It is. And
Because
that goes to show just where we are as a society here. Social
Well,
media, phones, everything like
Yep.
that run the whole show.
Yeah,
And there's
obviously.
benefits to having that, but at the same time, it's also scary, especially as you're seeing the integration of AI and all this stuff like that. But the fact that I was seeing people on Facebook and everything like that, for example, I don't go on there much, but I was seeing that, or seeing people on X, or you're seeing people on Instagram freaking cry out, "Oh, TikTok's banned. I don't know what to do." Blah 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 blah. And sure, if you're kind of joking about it, obviously it's a joke. But there's legitimate people out there that were having a really hard time.
Yeah.
And had no idea what to do, and we're having this crazy outcry. And it's like, first of all, relax. Second of all, it will probably come back at some point. Third of all, it's freaking sad that this is your entire life.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you make a living off TikTok, um,
Mhm.
you should probably do something else in your life.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if anybody like on TikTok makes a living enough to, or like does enough constant, um, what's the word I'm looking for? Videos, I
Content.
guess,
Yeah.
content.
Yeah.
Like if they do that enough to make a living wherever they
Yeah.
live.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but just kind of like Vine in a way, like obviously people with TikTok that pop up like over the years that are now like famous.
Mhm.
Um, that like if TikTok went away, we'd probably never hear of these people again. And I could throw hundreds and thousands of names out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it was funny. Like the next day when I got back on it, obviously like I start stumbling upon like because obviously the algorithm, right?
Mhm.
You watch one video and then you see another one and then you see another one
Mhm.
and oh, TikTok is back.
Yeah, we're back.
Oh, we're back. I'm like, oh my god,
You would
dude!
like
Like, just make a
you would have
YouTube
thought it was gone
channel.
for like 3 months.
It was gone for one night. It was gone for one night.
It's rough, Z. It's rough out
So
here.
here's the thing, and here's the thing. We love TikTok, right? We share TikTok with our friends, but like, it's not so much of like the app, right?
Yeah.
It's more just because like you stumble upon a funny video and then you send it but like I can still see that video on Twitter. I
Yeah.
can see that video on Instagram. I can see that video on YouTube.
Mhm.
So all I'm saying is that like if TikTok did ban, I wouldn't be sitting here like crawling into a hole,
No.
you know?
No. Yeah. Like,
But
it is
and
what
I
it
want
is. Like,
yeah, go ahead.
no, nothing. One thing I want to say is that I remember I downloaded TikTok for the first time in 2020 because that's when it was like really popping off, and that's when it was starting to really gain
Yeah,
traction.
yeah, I
And
know what's
I
coming.
remember Z made fun
I
of
know what's
me for
coming.
downloading it. He made fun of me for downloading it, called me a queer, everything else like that. And then he
Yeah, I said
downloads
that.
it a month later. And that's why, for anybody that saw my birthday post, you know exactly why I started it out with the way I started it out. Happy
Yeah,
birthday to the biggest hypocrite known to man.
yeah.
That's
I
prime
wonder if I can
example.
actually find that. And just
That's prime example right there.
yeah, and of course, Ed just uses like the worst possible picture of me. Okay,
There were a few
there
I
it
was
is.
contemplating.
There
Literally
it is.
skinned oval. That's
And there you go. There you go. Why don't you go ahead and read the caption?
happy birthday to the biggest hypocrite known to man, to somebody who wakes up at 6 a.m. and stares at a wall. Enjoy your day, brother. I love you. I mean, Z, how bad would you say that picture is?
And the thing is, like, yeah, here we go.
There's honestly a few I was really debating on using other than that one.
Yeah, and honestly, and it could have got really ugly
It
if you
could
would have posted
it could have.
because I'm sure you have some bad ones.
Yeah, well, there
You
are.
know?
Like, that one's bad, but there's even some worse.
Yeah,
I try to keep it
yeah,
PG.
yeah. Yeah. This guy's freaking Instagram banned. Okay. Anyways, where were we? Oh yeah. So okay. Well, here's the thing with that is like when did TikTok really take off? I feel like during the pandemic,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Everybody was home.
Yeah, everybody was home. And we all went to shut down and we were all scared.
Yep.
Um
Yeah. I was told it was just a 3-week thing.
yeah, what a disaster that time was.
You, but do you remember that? You remember when freaking Al's like, it'll just be a couple weeks?
Yeah. And now here we are still living with it and still hearing about it. Oh man, that's great.
So funny.
That's great.
Yeah,
Well,
but yeah, everybody was shut down. People were making content, doing their thing, and it just started gaining a lot of traction.
yeah, so I mean, I don't really understand the hate behind it. Like, yeah, I definitely did say to N, like, why would you download it?
Yeah.
And and then, and then I just end up downloading it myself.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
and it is what it
Never
is.
forget your following. You downloaded it. Never forget your following.
What was my following?
Bryce Hall,
Yeah, here we go.
Noah Beck,
Who?
Charlie D'Amelio.
Yeah, yeah. I follow Charlie D'Amelio. Yeah. Oh my god, it's awful. That's awful. I can literally go back to who I followed right now
Addison
because
Ray.
Addison Ray. Addison Ray. That's right. Haven't followed her once on any social media platform.
No.
Okay.
Well, she seems pretty irrelevant nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, again, people come and go, and it's kind of like my it was kind of like my thing with Vine, like
Yeah.
King Batch, and like I just think of some Viners that were like popular, and then when the app goes away, how
Yeah.
relevant do they truly become?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
So, but the question I want to ask is, why do you think? Well, how do I say this? One, why does this keep happening? Where it's like I don't know, once every year, I guess, where like you hear a conversation about TikTok getting banned,
Mm-hmm.
or two, like how do you think this came about? Because I've heard people say like, oh, Facebook bought it out, or I've heard people say like, oh, well, like it was a battle between Trump and Biden because like whoever approved it will have millions and millions of people like them because they're keeping the app. And I
Yeah.
saw something on Twitter. I was trying to find the tweet, but I saw something on Twitter um, that like somebody screenshotted a previous message of the TikTok ban, and then when they went back on the app, it said a
Mm-hmm.
different message of now it has like President Trump, like
Right.
in the statement saying he's trying to work with
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Um,
The only thing I can think of without truly having inside knowledge, which I don't think anybody will really have all the reasons or knowledge as to why that the whole TikTok thing would come up at different points in time over the last 4 years of it, because that's happened before, where like it's been threatened to be banned or that it was going to be banned and it never
yep,
happened.
yep.
Um, there definitely has to be some type of uh, just something in their software that was concerning. And
There we go. Looks better.
yeah, well, it's not quite as crooked. It's giving one of the hats from Disney.
I was gonna say like Charlie and Chocolate Factory,
I mean, I can see that too. Yes.
like little Willy Wonka, little Willy.
Willie, look at Willie over here. I mean, see,
Yeah,
you honestly kind of do look like Willie.
I look like a Willy.
Anyway, what was I saying? That
Um,
there obviously was things, it seems like, that was in its software that was raising a little bit of concern, or else this wouldn't really be a thing. Like you don't hear these things of like Instagram getting banned or Twitter getting banned or stuff like that. Um, so with TikTok, it seems like that there's definitely something that was there, not as much of a threat, or else it definitely would have been gone right away. But where there obviously was conversation on how much should we put into this, how much action should be put into it, especially obviously with the relationship Trump and China had. So, with that being said, not having much of the insider information, it just has to be something involving something in their software that was of concern. And the United States and China has obviously had a strained relationship anyway. Obviously, when Joey was in there, things were more together with them because they're all freaking crooked. Um, but obviously, there's certain things that had to change within the TikTok probably agreements and their software and everything like that for it to get approved or for this ban to eventually go away, and it did. So obviously,
I'll,
there's
I'll
really no threat, or they did change certain software updates in it.
I'll never get over this video. This video always cracks me up, just because like this video can be used for like anything.
Yeah.
Um, just imagine being on that. You know, like what would you do if you're on that? Would you like just jump off it like that guy just did?
I don't really know what you do. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's like part of me thinks this is just like Donald Trump trying to have people like him, or at least the people that don't like him to like him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because I don't think anybody can give a logical reason of. I don't think anybody that even works at TikTok itself could give a valid reason of like why this we keep getting threatened for it to be taken away.
Right.
I can't remember why Vine was taken. Did Vine just like die off? Is that all
I
that
don't know
was?
what the deal was with Vine.
Yeah, I
I
can't. I
never
can't.
I haven't gone my way to look out. Like, I don't know if somebody just bought it or if it did just die out or got shut down. I don't know what the deal was with it. I never really looked into why it shut down.
So I mean, so the question is now that it's back and it's fully operating and nothing even happened anyways.
Yeah.
Just a 14-hour ban and everyone was losing their minds.
Yep.
It's like, wow, go live in the real world. How do you think someone lived in the 1920s?
Yeah. Even the 90s.
Even the 2010s?
Yeah. Even early 2000s when we were growing up.
Yeah.
When we were growing up, that was just it was just really starting to kind of come into its own a little bit. Like you had the Blackberries and the flip phones and the Game Cubes and the PlayStations and the Xboxes that was starting to kind of creep its way in, and then you started to upgrade a little bit more with your computers and stuff like that. But when we were growing up, like GPS wasn't even a thing yet.
No. And if you try to use it on
My
your
mom was
phone,
still using MapQuest.
God,
Yeah, I
that's
remember it.
awful.
I,
It's,
print
it's awful.
typing it in online, and then they just print you out the paper of the directions.
Let me type that in real quick.
See if it's still operating.
Yeah, there's no way it is. There's just no way it is. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, with social media. The thing is like over the years, I don't think social media has that much. What am I gonna say? I'm not gonna say it doesn't have impact. Because social media definitely has an impact on people's lives. Um, but I don't think like it's a good or bad thing
Mhm.
to not have social media. Um, but it's also a good or bad thing to also just have it. I guess
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say.
Oh,
I think
there's good things to it. You can keep up with what people are doing, and you can check news. Excuse me.
yep,
Ah! That's where I get
whatever the
my
hell
news
that
from.
was,
Yeah. I
whatever the
was
hell
trying
that
to hurry up the
was.
on.
Now we're gonna put him in timeout because just because you want to do something like that, and we'll bring him back in.
Yeah, yeah, just because. And
There we
now
go.
we're messed up. So you can thank yourself. Again, I come in, Z comes in
Yeah, there
now.
we go. There we go.
Jeez, dude. Freaking headache.
Yep, yep.
All I was saying is
Go ahead,
that
it's the spotlight yours.
yeah, yeah. The spotlight is mine. All I was saying was that there are some good things to it where you can see what see what people in your life are up to, or if you follow certain accounts or things like that for news, like for X Twitter for me, that's where I get my wrestling news, my sports news, different things like
Yeah.
that, political news. So that's
Well,
why it's the most used app that I use because that's where I get everything from.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so let me throw something out there because the difference is what I'm trying to say is there's a difference between putting your whole life on social media.
Yeah, and people do.
And people definitely do.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like I'm not gonna throw names out here, but God, I mean I'm gonna throw out I don't know her last name, but Tiana, the
Oh, from
blonde.
school?
No, from school. Yeah, from school. No, the girl that dated Cody Ford.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. Like I understand the part where like your guys' relationship build a following and you have fans and yada yada yada. Okay. But like I just don't understand it.
Yeah.
I understand there's been shows in the past that have done things like this where they've just followed people's lives, like Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Jersey Shore. But for the life of me, I've never understood putting each and every second of your day on
Yeah.
social media. You're crying, you're having a tough time, you put it
Yeah.
on social media.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, I
now you're
hate that, dude. Seeing videos of people freaking crying on TikTok.
yeah, it's
Obviously,
like
it's a sham. Like if you're going through that much emotional distress or like you're sorrowful or crying or things like that, why in the world are you recording yourself?
right. And if that's your way of coping it because like you want just support, that's fine, I guess. But like personally me, I don't do that.
Well,
Like
no. I even think if that's the case where people want support, it's like, dude, you're getting just comments from people you don't even know who they are, and they're just
Right.
going to scroll right past your video.
Right. And people can agree or disagree with that. That might be an unpopular opinion, but I think just putting your life out there on social media and posting a story on your Instagram every single day and posting something on your TikTok every single day, it's like here's the thing. I have nothing wrong with someone there's a difference here. If someone's vlogging,
Yeah.
okay,
Well, vlogging's way different.
it's way different. It's way different because you're vlogging like, oh, I wake up at this time. Like N says, I stare at a wall. I'm in the shower for 14
I would
hours.
love to see a TikTok of Z's whole day. And
I think I,
I can
I think I
actually
should do
put it
something
in
like that.
this video right now. Z wakes up. Let's say that he works at 11 o'clock. Okay, let's say he has to close at the hotel that night. By the way, I can tell you guys where Z works. By the way, but I won't. So
Why would you? Why
say
would you even do that?
Z wakes up at 11. So or Z starts his job at 11. So Z wakes up at 7. Let's say that he would wake up at 7 a.m. and wakes up, lays in bed for 20 minutes on his phone, checking news, checking anything, gets up and goes downstairs
Why are you trying to break down my day here?
because it's funny.
Nobody
Goes
wants to hear it.
downstairs and stands in his kitchen and the wall facing Barry's bowl. Z will just look at for about a good 45 minutes and just stand there.
Nobody's gonna understand what you're saying right now.
Or
Nobody's gonna understand what you're saying.
I know, but my point is that I would love to see Z a whole entire TikTok of Z's day, but I can predict his whole day. Waking up early, staring at a wall, eventually eating breakfast that he takes super long to make and shoves himself with eggs, shoves his mouth with eggs and bagels and whatever else, and then gets himself dressed, takes about an hour to do, goes downstairs, gets his water filled up, gets whatever he takes to work in his tuxedo. He thinks it's prom, ends up going to
You
work
never went.
11 till whenever, has his little break, gets told he has a horrible haircut at work by some guest.
That has happened before.
That's happened before.
That has happened before.
and then wraps up his day at 11:30 and then comes
Yeah.
home and sits down and decompresses, hops in the shower for, like I said, 15 hours because the TikTok ban was shorter than his showers. And then end up going to bed, or possibly just not taking a shower and going to sleep in his bacteria as he used to do.
Well, I'm not gonna say any comment on that. So we're just gonna move past that. Just ridiculous take that and just had.
It's all about laugh. It's all about laugh. You don't want to hear it.
Yes, it
Skim
is.
past it.
Yes,
Skim past
yeah,
it.
yeah. It is a laugh. It is a laugh. Anybody who watches this that does know Ed and I very well, then it's probably
Yeah.
reality. So
Yeah.
no shame.
That's more tailored for those people. Yes.
And I guess just the moral of the story is, there is a difference. Yes, like Ed said, between vlogging. This is someone who like puts on TikTok like I wake up at this time. I go out for a run and then I come back, walk the dogs. Like I guess like I kind of enjoy watching that stuff, but
Yeah.
they
There's some good ones out there.
yeah, but yeah. And so what I was trying to end it with was over the years, like I know people that have no social media and it's just the way they live, and that's fine. Over the years, I deleted my Facebook a couple years ago. I've been contemplating deleting my Snapchat in some time in the coming months because I just don't really use it. I just don't really use it
I
anymore.
remember a couple years ago hearing that you're going to delete your Snapchat and you never did.
Yeah, well, and it's very consideration. The only reason why I keep it around is because I message you on it. That's the only reason why I keep it around. That's really it. I don't do anything else with it.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah. So, anyways, it's kind of our thoughts on the TikTok situation. I don't know if it's thoughts; it's more just kind of like a conversation about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess then are you glad it's back?
Well, I do find entertainment out of it, and I do like certain videos on there, but like I'm not somebody that like whenever I'm on it, I'm maybe on it for 10 minutes at the most, honestly. And then I just
Yeah.
get off it. Um,
Mhm.
there's people like Jason who will just endlessly scroll
Oh, 100%.
100%.
I've seen it. I've
Yeah,
seen it.
yeah, you've seen it. You've seen it,
Yep.
and you should have seen her when that popped up. I mean, Z, do you want to hear something sad? She downloaded a Chinese version of the app.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's called Red Note.
Okay, I heard about that.
Yeah, but she downloaded it because she needed something.
Oh,
Horrendous.
Jason,
Horrendous.
You're gonna have to explain yourself on that
Yeah,
one.
it's just absolutely horrendous.
Yeah, yeah,
So she's sitting over there. She hears it. She knows.
yep, yep.
She says she has an explanation now, but
I don't know if you
I
can't
don't
have
think it.
one.
Yeah. But what was I saying? Yeah, I think like TikTok's entertaining and it is a good app. And if you can find good content, depending to your likings, yeah, like there's definitely things funny, entertaining. There's more serious things that are, you can find encouraging things, positive, uplifting things on there as well.
Yep. Yep.
But it shouldn't be something just like any other social media. It shouldn't be consumed within all that time. You shouldn't be staring at a screen for all that time. You know,
Mhm.
go do something else. If maybe there's different times throughout your day you pull it up just to kill some time, whatever. But
Yep.
just like any other social media or anything on your phone or things like that, like you gotta limit time, dude, or else you just start to see sad things like that where people just can't live without it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Well,
it controls their life.
we hope you guys enjoyed. We hope you enjoyed this one. I'm glad it's back. I guess it never really went away, but I'm glad it's back. And well, we hope you guys
Yeah.
enjoyed this video. And I
Yeah, hopefully
actually
you got
go.
some laughs out of it. Hopefully, you guys kind of, I don't know, it was more entertainment purpose more so than anything in terms of just talking about it, giving opinions. So if you guys have an opinion on it, put it down in the comment section.
Yep.
Obviously, celebrating Z's birthday and everything else like that. Um, well, it was part of the episode. So just more entertainment based, more laugh based out of this.
Just laugh about
With
it. Just laugh about
Yeah,
it. That's all it
yeah,
is.
maybe a little bit of a side serious note. But at the end of the day, guys, we appreciate your support, you being here.
Yep.
You guys can catch us on our next episode. But other than that, like I said, you guys can see right there where you can find us at. And other than that, um, everybody in the comment section, wish Z a happy birthday. So,
Yep.
and we will
Yep.
see you guys on the
Appreciate you
next
guys.
episode.
Appreciate you.